Last thing we talked about was transitioning the conversation. We said all business is conversation. Most of you don't have a quality problem, you have a quantity problem. You're not talking to enough people. I think we'd all agree that that's true. You're not talking to enough people. And for you leaders up front, sometimes it's harder for you. So let me just talk to the leaders up front. The rest of you can listen for a moment because you're going to be up here at some point in the future. It's a little bit harder for you, and let me tell you why. You've paid your dues. You've gone through the fight. And in building your business sometimes, it's like putting on muddy, wet clothes, cold, wet, muddy, dirty, grimy, and you were willing to do that while you were building your business. Now you're really fancy. Now you've got all the fancy clothes and the fancy jewelry and the fancy shoes and the fancy cars and the fancy life, and you're just telling everybody you can live like me. If you want to live like me, just be like me. And I'm here to give you bad news. If you want your life to go to the next level, you have to put those dirty clothes back on. You've got to be willing to go back into the grind. You have to be willing to change diapers again. You have to be willing to work with brand new people again. I know they're annoying, these brand new people, after you've been around for 20 years. Oh, I got to get another one started. This is so annoying. But this is the business we have chosen. The gift is to give this person the gift of life, the gift of a future, the gift of a process to be able to build. Now you have wisdom, but you're going to have to get into the trenches with them. You can't just point and tell them what to do. Some of you need to build, bring in the new class of 2024 and do it again. That's what I'm going to ask of you, is to be willing to get grimy again. Get willing to do what you did to get here again. Okay? Sometimes we can get really cool, really fancy, right? And it's hard to kind of like go back to the beginning and call prospects again and invite them to take a look and have people say no to us. Do they know what they're thinking? They're so stupid. Saying no to us. Presenting in a way that's not all about us, that will duplicate. Using third-party tools, which we'll talk about. Easy to stay fancy. The price of staying fancy is you stay where you are. You don't get to grow being fancy. It's very difficult to look amazing and get better at the same time. Sometimes you have to be willing to put yourself in vulnerable situations again if you want to go to a higher level. And I want all of you to go to a higher level. There are opportunities available to you that are just enormous, and some of you are not going to go there. Some of you don't want to go there. Some of you are here because you're just here to support your team. And I applaud you for that. But there's so much available to you. There's so much upside. There's so much blue sky that if you don't run now, I think 5 years from today, you're going to deeply regret it. Because there's going to be people in this room that nobody knows their name that are going to be the fastest growing people in the company. While we're being fancy, they're being hungry. And that hunger is going to beat fanciness every single day, all day. So who's hungry in the back? Say I. Who's hungry? If you're hungry enough, nothing can stop you. If you're willing to be humble again, nothing can stop you. If needing to look amazing and be cool is more important than doing the work required to build a bigger business, then that's going to be a limitation for you. You gave me permission to talk direct, remember? You gave me permission to be totally honest with you. So all business is conversation. We've all agreed that we're going to have more conversations than we've ever had. If you have more conversations in your Herbalife business today than you've ever had, I will tell you, you're going to have more activity than you've ever had. You're going to have more customers than you've ever had. You're going to have more distributors than you've ever had. You're going to have more Premier League than you've ever had. You're going to have more President's Team than you've ever had. You have to build a culture of more conversations. And the whole company was built on it. Use, wear, talk, right? You're really good at using. You're okay at wearing. And today, just today, in this little moment, this snapshot of time, I think you're underperforming when it comes to how powerful you could be in talking. I would ask all of you to get louder in talking to more people. If you have any problem, it's a quantity problem. Okay? Be willing to do more. Who's willing to do more? Say I.